Friends. In the previous chapter, we saw Kate and Lily discover thousands of missing names written across the walls beneath the lighthouse, and among them, their own names suddenly appeared. Then a hidden staircase opened deep underground. Dozens of glowing white eyes appeared in the darkness below, and the sound of something gigantic crawling upward echoed through the flooded tunnel. Now the story continues from there. Kate reached for Lily's hand, but Lily no longer looked normal. Her expression felt empty, emotionless. She slowly walked toward the staircase as if something deep below was calling her. "Come down." The little girl's voice echoed again, but this time, the sound did not come only from below. It came from every wall around them. Kate stepped backward in fear. Suddenly, an icy blast of air exploded upward from the staircase, and every light inside the lighthouse died instantly. Darkness swallowed everything. Then something moved below them. Something massive. So huge, the staircase itself began shaking violently. Kate raised her trembling flashlight toward the darkness and screamed. Hundreds of human hands covered the walls beneath the staircase. Some looked rotten, others had no skin left at all, and every one of them slowly crawled upward through the darkness. Faces appeared between them, crying faces, screaming faces, people begging for help. Others simply stared silently at Kate. Then suddenly, a giant eye opened among them, enormous, completely white, with a deep black pupil at its center. It stared directly at Kate. Then a monstrous voice echoed upward from the darkness. "You opened the door!" The entire staircase shook violently. Cracks spread across the ceiling, while seawater rushed faster into the underground chambers. Lily continued descending deeper without stopping. Kate screamed desperately, "Lily, come back!" But Lily suddenly stopped walking. Slowly. She turned her head backward. Her eyes had become completely white. Then, using a voice that no longer sounded human, she whispered, "It's too late now." Suddenly, the gigantic creature began climbing rapidly upward from beneath the staircase. First, its enormous claws appeared. Then, its massive black body emerged from the darkness. And finally, its mouth. A horrifying mouth filled with dozens of moving human faces. Every face screamed differently, children crying, women begging, old voices whispering in pain, as if thousands of trapped souls were alive inside the monster. Kate collapsed backward in terror. The creature had already climbed halfway up the staircase. Its body was so enormous it nearly filled the entire tunnel. As it moved upward, the ancient symbols across the walls suddenly ignited with glowing red light. Then above them, the lighthouse bell began ringing violently by itself, but the sound was wrong. Every bell strike made the drowned shadows inside the room more aggressive. Slowly, they began surrounding Kate. Black water spread beneath their feet, then through the darkness. The chained shadow appeared again, but now he looked badly wounded. Half his body was torn open. His chains had snapped apart. Dark liquid poured from his eyes. Still, he used the last of his strength to scream, "Kate, don't let her go below!" Kate immediately ran toward Lily, but at that exact moment the creature launched one enormous arm toward her. Its claws ripped through the stone floor as they narrowly missed her body. Deep scars carved across the walls. Then slowly the creature twisted its neck sideways, and every face trapped inside its body spoke together at once. "We are hungry!" The entire lighthouse trembled. The water had already reached their waists. Lily stepped onto the final stair leading into complete darkness below. Then suddenly, something grabbed her hand from underneath. A long, pale hand, thin like bone, and Lily slowly smiled. Kate panicked and rushed toward her, But at that exact moment, the staircase began collapsing beneath them, and from deep below the lighthouse, something started rising from the darkness. Something so horrifying, it could drive a human mind completely insane. If you want to discover what horrifying thing is rising from beneath the lighthouse, whether Kate can save Lily, and what dark secret has been hidden for decades, then don't miss the next chapter, because the nightmare has only just begun. Subscribe now for more terrifying horror stories, and turn on notifications before part 15 arrives.